Happy New Year's Eve. It is time for some Yin Yoga as requested by online yoga membership. We are going to relax to start the new year. Wouldn't that be a bit of a good theme to have? That everything is done with an underlying current of relaxation and ease, which in yoga is what we're always striving for. Sukha and sthira. Sukha is ease, sthira is effort. We want those two things balanced as best we can. Sometimes you have to apply more effort, sometimes you have to apply more ease, but it's a balance of those two things that not only creates a healthy posture on the mat, but also kind of a healthier, balanced, harmony feeling life off the mat. So for today, it's not going to be super prop heavy. I've actually put a blanket on top of my mat, which you might like to do, especially if you've got some bones that like a little extra cushion. You could probably do this practice in your bed if you want. You can definitely do it in your jammies. I've got my new slippers. Yay! Got these for Christmas, so I'm wearing those. We'll see if they stay on. The intention I'm offering for our practice today is something that I've been working with and finding it simple and profound. And it is just this phrase, be present to your life. I know it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. But actually, if you catch yourself throughout the day, all of a sudden just be present to your life. The mundane parts, right? So maybe you are just sitting having a cup of coffee or tea, and usually you would kind of look away and daydream, which is fine. Maybe you would look away and start to plan. Maybe you would look away and start to worry. What if in those moments you went just be present to your life and you look around right where you are, breathe and land? So I've been using this practice. I offer that to you today because as we sit in these yin poses, which is where we're just going to put ourselves in a nice deep posture, supportive posture, and then we let gravity work, we let our connective tissue have a break, we let our muscles soften and our bones be heavy. The mind can go off and do things. So our challenge in yin is to be present to where you feel the letting go. Sometimes the poses they're going to have, your body will resist for a little while. And that's okay. That's your body being sweet and protective to you. But as you breathe deeply and hold the pose, then your body will start to trust you to let go. So I'll do my best to hold us in these poses long. I can get a little speedy on these things. So it is my intention to be present as well, so that we are fully, deeply in each posture. But we'll begin seated. We'll do a little bit of a warm up, and then we're going to lie down. So if you would, please sitting comfortably. Alongside of you, push down with your fingers, rise high with your heart. Breathe in as you lengthen from tail to crown. As you exhale, wrap your shoulders back, drop them down, and then lovingly draw in at your core. Zip in at the low belly, lift your pelvic floor so there's just that right amount of sthira, the right amount of effort to keep your spine supportive and tall. And release your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, or just lower your gaze to a place where you do not have a distraction from your environment. With your eyes closed or gaze lowered, bring your attention to the feeling of your breath as it comes in, nose, chest, all the way down into the belly. And then exhales in the reverse from the belly, the chest, and through the nose. Lips if you must, nose if you're able. Notice how just by turning your attention to your breath, it likely slows down. Set yourself up with a nice, slow breathing pattern that will support you through our practice. If you need help slowing down the exhale, you can do a slight constriction in the back of the throat, like you're making the H sound or but with the lips closed. So this ujjayi exhale begins to tone, build heat in the inner body, and also slows you down to a more human pace. As we sit here on the cusp of a new year, it can be tempting to move ahead into 2025, to move ahead into what may come, to make plans, and all that is well and good. But we're not there yet. So take a few more breaths, really arriving and establishing yourself here. Anytime your mind wanders, come back to the feeling, the sound of your breathing. The breath, our own constant reminder to be present to our life. Let's chant the sound of Om 3 times to open our practice. And I invite you to think of the first Om as an Om in the world, an Om way outside, kind of a signal to the world that you would like to bring peace, divine comfort. The second Om for your own sphere, your family, your friends, those that you know. And the third Om from within to unite yourself within, body, mind, and spirit. Your palms together at your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Breathe into Om. Surrender your head to your heart, your plans to your life. Release your hands, open your eyes. Shake out your legs, so stick them out in front of you and just shake them, shake them. And then, when you fold them back in the wrong way. So the way that feels awkward. We're going to create new patterns. Awkwardness is the way to go. So with your legs crossed the wrong way, begin to move your spine. That was hard. So breathing in, sweep your body forward. As you breathe out, circle back around. And as always, Zoom room, please do let me know if there's an issue with our sound. It's okay if the breath kind of picks up a little bit, just stay present to it. You might feel the warmth, the stretch down through your hips. You might feel it in the low back, even up through the chest and shoulders as you expand the circumference of your circle. Let's reverse directions. Good. Then sitting nice and tall, as you inhale, reach your arms out and up. Spread your fingers. Interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky. Lift yourself out of your hips. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let them go quickly. Twice more. Inhale, out and up. Lift your energy through your crown. Press it up to the heavens. Deep breath in and hold. Flare your ribs. Let it go. Once more. Press up. Hold and lift. Let it go. Twist to one side. Just a gentle, you can use your hand on your knee for a little bit of leverage as you turn. And then keeping your shoulders turned, keeping the twist of your body, add a gentle head roll. Go the other way. Good, and twist to the other side. Holding your knee, lift your heart, turn, turn, turn. Add a little head roll. This is a nice way to find out how you're feeling before we really release. Unwind, walk your body forward, just a gentle hip stretch, draw your chin in. This is the back line of the body. The connective tissue actually starts between the eyebrows or at the brow point, goes over your skull, down your neck, down your back, actually all the way to the soles of your feet. Breathe deeply in every exhale. See if you can surrender into the forward fold a little bit more. Those Ujjayi exhales are very helpful here. And drawing your navel in, slowly roll up. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders. Notice how you feel. Okay, come to all fours, hands and knees. We'll do a little bit of cat-cow. Inhaling, push against the earth as you take your spine to the sky and tuck your chin. Flare your back body. As you exhale, do the reverse. Soften your heart, lift your tail, lift your chin. As if you're bringing your sacrum or your tail towards the back of your head. Give a little squeeze there. Breathing in, reverse. Curve your spine to the sky. And breathing out, reverse. Take your time. And there's two poses happening, cat and cow. But how interesting can you make the journey from one to the next? Can you stay present to the in-between times? How about one more like that? Tuck, tuck, tuck. Soften. And then with a neutral spine, bring your toes together, your knees apart. Lift your sitting bones first, and then take your hips back to your heels. You can then press away with your hands to help your hips sink a little deeper. As you inhale, do a little cobra action, so lift your chest. Pull your hands towards you. So we've got heavy hips, lifted heart, and then on your next exhale, soften to the earth. So bring your forehead down, elbows down, knee here resting. As your body lets go, you might need to make tiny adjustments. That's fine. Just stay present as you breathe. observe how your body fidgets. Please oblige your body in any support it needs. Adjust each posture to make it your own. Wherever you can set up to let your bones be heavy. Just 2 more long, deep breaths here. Then slowly roll up, returning to all fours. Do a brief revolved child's pose. So extend your right arm through, kind of threading the needle there between your leg and your standing hand. Roll your top shoulder back. Tuck your chin looking towards the ceiling. So you're really curving inward and around your front body. Wherever you feel the stretch, put your attention there and breathe. On your next inhale, return to all fours. As you exhale, change sides. Reach the left arm through. Roll your top shoulder back, really tuck your chin. Curve inward, turn skyward. Breathe. On your next inhale, return to all fours. Okay, from here, let's come onto our back. No, I'm sorry, it's sphinx pose time. So bring your chest forward, slowly lower down. Slide your elbows forward till they're beneath your shoulders. Walk your legs long, so lift them, lengthen them, and place them down. Now, if this puts too much pressure on your low back, then just walk your elbows forward a little bit. Otherwise, keep them there beneath your shoulders. Let's prepare. Draw your chin in. Take a deep breath in and broaden. So you're expanding your ribs, broadening your shoulders. Fill up like an inner balloon. And then slowly let the air out as you sink towards the earth. Bring your gaze to neutral. It is neutral. Then just let your body melt. You're sinking down between the shoulder blades. Might be helpful to close your eyes so that you can really feel where your body lets go. We do hold a lot of tension in our back. Stress goes straight to the back. Let your breath help you just soften, soften, soften. Just when you think you can't relax more, see if you can find another pocket. If this is still working for you and you're getting a lot out of it and still melting, I invite you to stay. Otherwise, you might transition to seal pose. For this, widen your hands, elbows stay about where they are. And then just lift as you straighten your arms. So actually just straighten your arms, don't lift. Meaning don't put the effort in the lifting. Your arms are like strong sticks holding your body up. And you can actually melt into the back a little bit more. Check in with your jaw, that the tension that you're releasing through your back isn't rising to your jaw. If that's happening, just click your tongue. You can melt that back again. Okay, let's stay a few more breaths. Two more long breaths. Give your body as much melting as it can in this posture. And then relax your elbows, melt to your mat, turn your face to one side, and breathe. Throughout the practice, if your body would like to sigh, that is such a good signal that you're hitting a relaxation mode. If you salivate, these are symptoms of downshifting your nervous system. So a sigh is a great way to release cortisol. Relax. Turn your face to the other side. Relax your neck. Draw your hands back and move back, hips over knees. Now we'll transition to puppy pose. So for this, your shins stay parallel. Walk your hands forward like you're a cat clawing, or I guess a puppy, either one. So hands walk forward, and then you melt your chest. It's also called heart melting pose. So walk those hands forward a little bit wide. Soften your chest towards your mat, forehead to your mat. And if it's too intense, you might put a block or something under your head to give you some lift. But this is big for the chest and shoulders. If you have shoulder injury, please go softly, do less. Good, just let your body melt here. Change the mood a little bit, just breathe.
2 more. Long, deep breath. And sinking your hips back, slowly roll up. Sit on your heels, arms relaxed, hands on thighs, or wherever you feel most at ease. With your head in neutral, just breathe and notice how you feel. Be present to your body. We're working with long-held patterns, the connective tissue of your body. Notice how it changes your natural or your neutral posture, if at all. We'll do a little calf smash for the backs of the legs. So take your yoga blanket or a thick towel and roll it up into a thick Tootsie Roll. Then the Tootsie Roll goes in the thickest part of your calves, and then slowly sit back. Now, if you have tight tops of the feet, then put your slippers on, or roll up a blanket for the front of your ankles. You could also lean your body forward, that'll give it less pressure. This is like a deep massage, just using your own body weight. Eventually, perhaps your shoulders and head are at neutral. No matter where you are, breathe and stay present. Being present to our life doesn't mean just enjoying the good parts. It means that we're fully present to whatever may come. We enter different periods and moods and emotions with curiosity, presence, and equanimity as best we can. Notice when impatience arises and breathe. It seems to me that right after the impatience comes a new level of acceptance of the posture. More breaths. Gravity is our friend here. Just let it hold you. And then quietly lean forward, remove your blanket. Reach your hands in front of you. Do a little downward facing dog. Open up those legs. Or you can also just extend one leg at a time behind you and stretch out your legs. So whatever calls to you. Just straighten the legs behind you one at a time, or come here into down dog and pedal your feet, reaching one heel and the other into your mat. Notice the feeling in your shoulders after the work you've done there. Gentle pedals of the feet here, just a few more times. Good. Now lower your knees back down. Come into a version of Supta Virasana. With your knees where they are, separate your ankles, placing your fingertips back in the knee creases. Flatten your calf muscles down towards your heels. Good. Then let your body slowly settle between your heels. Okay, now it's important for your knees that your feet are aligned and active. So if your feet wing out to the sides, draw them back. They're parallel to the sides here. You can widen the knees as needed to feel better in this pose. But if your hips are quite off the floor, please put a block or blankets and bolsters and pillows underneath you. This is going to give a good squeeze to the knees, which is positive. But keep pressing the tops of your toes, like your toenails, into your mat. So it's an active stretch for just a moment. We're adding a little yang to our yin. Then with your hands, walk your hands behind you. Tuck your tail under a little bit. Okay, so draw the tail under, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips slightly. Let the knees be comfortable. They might be a little wider than we usually do in Supta Virasana. That's fine. Good. And then relax. If you're able to recline all the way, you can do that. Otherwise, it's fine to just sit here, supported by your hands or your elbows. Go to the resistance and breathe present to your resistances. Moves into a point of pain, that's a signal that you're too far. So back out or change positions. This pose takes time. Be supported by your breath. Let the sukha, the ease, come through. About another minute here. You'll notice my head isn't falling back. It's pretty neutral. So there's a challenge there, the throat. If you can recline all the way back on something, then please feel free to let your head go. But if not, just keep steady with a neutral neck. Let the legs and the back go. Two more breaths. And when you're ready, walk your body up. Woo. Move through neutral. And again, your choice. Either down dog, or stick with me here and just straighten one leg behind you at a time. Let the blood return. Rocking that heel forward and back. Engage your quadricep. That feels like lifting your kneecap. So after all the ease, we want to put back a little more put some form back in there so we're not just a puddle. All right, change sides. Or if you're in down dog, continue pedaling your feet. Good. Okay, time to come into a sideline twist, or what's called cat pulling its own tail pose. So for this, come onto your back. You might like to have your folded blanket nearby or a big pillow. Well, you might not need it, but it can be nice to have that ready. So coming onto your back, pause and let your body settle in. Being present to our life means we cultivate a practice where throughout the day you just stop, notice. Ask yourself if you're breathing. Stress shortens our breath. Understand it has an effect on our digestion, menstruation. Pause, breathe, and notice. Got a big nice sigh here. Now lift your hips a little bit and put them over to the left a few inches. From there, bring your knees towards your chest and over to the right. This will help keep a curve in the lumbar spine. You can stay just like that. If your bottom knee is floating off the ground, please put a block or something under it. If your top knee is floating over your bottom, please put something between your knees. If you're able or desire, go ahead and stretch that top leg straight. This is why you might like a blanket there to hold your foot. Or if you want the deepest version, just keep the legs straight. But we want that foot on the floor, so if your foot doesn't touch down, bring something to the foot. The body's not a huge fan of limbs hanging out there in space. We want to feel grounded. Okay, so your foot is extended. Now, broaden your shoulders, so kind of lift yourself, open the chest, bring the arms out into a T, and slowly roll your face to the left, so roll it away from your top leg. Find yourself, get comfy, and then let go. Stay with your breath. Let your body and gravity do the work. more breaths on this side. You'll surrender into it as much as you're able today. And on your next exhale, bend your top knee, feet come together, and roll through neutral. So they're in neutral. Put your hips back where they were, feet on the floor. Notice how you feel. Beautiful wringing out of the inner body. A little bit of a detox there. Good stretch and length through the whole spine. Health and vitality to all the organs of your body. Beneficial blood flow and prana. Let's transition to the other side. So lift your hips and put them over to the right a few inches. Knees come in towards your body and then over to the left. And then again, if the bottom knee is floating, please put something under it. Broaden the shoulders. So I'm going to slip that left shoulder blade out. Stay or extend your top leg, making sure that it is supported, that the foot is supported. And then breathe. Turn your face to the right. Surrender. Few more breaths. Keep the surrender going. Bend your top knee, feet come together. And with as much ease as you can, return to your back, neutral. And as always, notice how you feel. Now separate your feet nice and wide or wider than your mat. Do some gentle windshield wipers. So as the knees go to the side, that top knee, the inner knee, you can press it out and away and down a little extra. Make sure the work isn't in your shoulders. This is such a good psoas stretch, that main hip flexor, which connects to your low back. So if you have low back pain, sometimes it's tight hip flexors. because sitting makes them shorter and tense. Take good care. So tone the buttocks and press the knee to the inside. Relax your shoulders. Let's stay to one side for a few moments and really breathe into the places where you feel the stretch. So there's some activity going on here. A little bit of yang in our yang, in our yin. And completely relax as you roll through the center. Just move your bones. And knees the other side. Tone the buttocks. Reach your top knee down, out and down. And relax the muscles that don't need to be working. They love to help. They're not always needed. And slowly roll through neutral. Bring your knees back now. Hug your knees in, and then grab your feet in happy baby. So the feet are wide. Arms are to the insides of your knees as you curl your fingers around the outsides of your feet. It's pretty good little groin and inner thigh stretch. So hold onto your feet with your hands, and then see if you can let your bones, your legs relax, your face, your shoulders. Put all the effort there in just the holding of your feet. As you breathe, imagine you're breathing all the way into your tailbone and the pelvic floor. We need breath, attention, prana, all the way to Muladhara, all the way there to the root. Your feelings of safety, security, and stability have prana, the root chakra. If you've ever had a fall where you hurt your coccyx or sitting bones, put your attention there and breathe, let things relax. It can be a very tense response to falls. Let go. The work is done. And keeping your left arm and leg the same, slowly open the right. So kind of straighten it or straighten it-ish. Even let your body roll to the right. The left leg is there in happy baby. Right leg is extended as much as you can, and you roll till that side is on the floor. Yes, you look ridiculous, but hopefully it feels good. Let go. Slowly bend your right knee. Just roll to the other side so right leg stays in happy baby. Left leg extends as much as you're able and spill over to that side. Turn your face towards your extended leg. Breathe. That left leg, it might not be straight. That's fine. Your hand is still supporting it. If your hands are tired and not happy today, then this one you could do just not holding on. Just let your body kind of roll around like you're a baby and let go. 2 more breaths. Let your unconscious tension melt away through your conscious breathing and presence. Bending your left leg, roll onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and knees apart. You can do this holding them in your hands or let your feet come to the floor. Either way, put in a little bit of effort here to draw your tailbone towards the floor. Chin is neutral. And if you're holding your feet, push your knees away from each other, away from you, push them down. The sacrum, the bony plate at the base of your spine, is now pressing on the earth. Feet are together. If your hands are happy, stay there as you press your knees away. If not, just let your feet come to the floor in Baddha Konasana. We'll meet you there soon. And release the holding of your feet. Feet come to the floor in Baddha Konasana. If you have your blocks handy, you can slide one under each knee or even a pillow under each knee. Or if you feel comfortable, just let it be. But take your hands to your hips, push down on your hips so they go into a neutral position, neither tucked nor tilted. There will be a natural curve of your sacrum and low back from your mat. So a natural curve there, enough for a little mouse to crawl under. So now, as you pull down on your hips, take a deep breath in and hold. Expand your ribs, chest, and let everything go. Hands relax, open to the sides. Pleasant face. Breathe. The end of this practice has had a lot of good movement at the root and through the pelvic bowl, so chakra 1 and 2. This is so helpful for letting go. As we're present to our life, we release what no longer serves us. Anything from 2024, just release it on the breath, release it through your bones. And you release it into the earth. So you feel free, more at ease, knowing the earth can take it. Two more breaths. Release your bones, heavy. On that second exhale, draw the low belly in, pelvic floor up, and then knees together. Bring your knees together and separate your feet as your low back comes back to your mat. So we undo a little bit of what we just did, or we counterbalance it. It's like we're counterbalancing the yang of the life outside with this beautiful yin practice. Balancing the masculine and feminine, the effort, the surrender, the container, and the creator. This is a short one, so just a couple more breaths, letting your body experience the reverse of what you just did. And we'll finish with a fan favorite. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, or up the couch, whatever it is that you need. So disturb yourself as little as possible as you transition over to a wall. So you might have to sit up, that's okay. Just get over to a wall or to your couch, and Put your legs up the wall or up on the couch. And then a nice little thing to do is also to put a folded blanket or a big pillow, something heavy, on the top of your feet. So there's some weight there. Be a bit of a balancing act. It's not necessary to get the full effects of Viparita Karani. You might like something under your hips, but do get comfortable because this is where you'll be for a while. This is our Shavasana. If you find mantra work helpful to stay present, consider it as you inhale, think deep. And as you exhale, think presence. Stay with your body. Keep your mind and spirit located right where you are. Stay as long as you like. 4. Slowly begin to let your breathing deepen. Bend your knees. Bring your legs down the wall. And then reaching your right arm overhead, roll to your right side and rest. Curl into the fetal position on one side and settle. There's so many little moments like these that you might skip. Little sweet things, these little moments that just feel good. Just be in them and breathe for a little bit. It's transition, yes, but it's also its own thing. Using the strength of your arms, pushing into the earth, slowly roll up. Return to a seated posture and notice how you feel. Let your mind run through a few of the highlights of 2024. Remember them, likely because you were present. Just let a few highlights come through your mind. Take a moment of gratitude for these highlights and for the struggles that help move you forward. As you breathe, inhale, thank, exhale you. And your gratitude wherever you send your prayers, your divine connection. Let's finish together with one simple Om. Palms together, the sacred syllable that unites the world and ourselves within. Breathe in. The light in me bows to the light in you. Happy New Year's Eve. Namaste. Okay, be well. I hope to see you at New Moon Intentions on January 29th. Gives you plenty of time to figure out what intention you'd like to set on that new moon this month. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.